Well, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, everyone. Here we are for part 2 of our 2026 LIV Golf Media Week Captain's Press Conference. We just heard from 6 of our captains and 7 more sit behind me. So let's introduce them and then we'll take some questions. First, one of the co-captains of Majestics Golf Club, Lee Westwood. We've got the brand new captain of Smash GC, Taylor Gooch. The captain of Southern Guards GC, Louis Oosthuizen. Captain of Torquay GC, Joaquin Neiman. The captain of Ripper Golf Club, Cam Smith. Co-captain of Majestics Golf Club, Ian Poulter, and the captain of Range Goats GC, Bubba Watson. It's great to be back with all of you again. Good to see you all. Let's dive into this. Joaquin, let's start with you. You had a historic season last year, winning 5 events. It was a LIV Golf record in one season. Torquay also finished in the top half of the standings last year. What went right for you individually and for Torquay last season, and were you satisfied with the results?
Yeah, I was pretty satisfied. I mean, winning 5 times is something that I, look back now and I'm pretty proud of. It was pretty cool, but I feel like there's a lot to improve. Out of those 5 top 10s, out of those 5 wins, I only had 6 top 10s, and all the rest wasn't as consistent. So I feel like I can improve in that. But yeah, now having Abe on the team is great. He's a great asset. He's a great player. So I'm pretty happy to have a 2026 season with Abraham now on the team.
We're looking forward to seeing the new Torquay GC in action in Riyadh in just a couple of weeks. Lee and Ian, Majestics have added a familiar face in Laurie Cantor, who finished 7th in the DP World Tour standings in 2025. He's won 2 events on that tour in the past 2 seasons. He's also British, giving you an all-British lineup heading into the year. In the offseason, why Laurie? Why did you feel he was the right addition to the team?
Well, I think when you look at Laurie's performance over the last couple of seasons, he was obviously on the team with us, 22, 23. When Sam was out injured, it was a perfect fit. The rebrand, red, white, and blue, donning the Union Jack, I think is pretty cool to wear the outfit this week. We're going to be pretty proud to wear it as a whole team of Brits. He was a great fit. He fits in nicely with us as a team. We like him. He likes us. And he's a great player. So we're really looking forward to what he brings. High energy. He's a good, fun guy. And with a new rebrand, I think it's a very strong fit.
Yeah, Lee, how are you feeling headed into the 2026 season? The rebrand, we got the new gear, the new kits, the new logo, the all-British team headed back into one of our signature events at JCB.
Yeah, it feels very fresh. There's been a few changes and with personnel and equipment, and I think we've all been working hard during the off-season, so we're all looking forward to getting going in Riyadh and getting off to a fast start for the year, because the first 7 weeks of the year, there's 5 events there. You've got to get off to a quick start. That's over a third of the season, so there's no time to ease your way into it. I think the 4 rounds instead of 3 may help us as well. I always felt with 3 rounds it was very much a sprint, and if you didn't get into it on the first day, it was hard to catch up. So, an extra round might, and more golf for the fans.
That's right. I love that. Taylor, you've been with LIV Golf since the very beginning. You've been one of the most decorated players on LIV, the 2023 Player of the Year, and a return to form last season, winning in Andalusia. But now you're up here as a captain. There's new responsibilities that come with that. What are you most looking forward to as you wear the captain's hat? And also, what's your philosophy as Smash sort of 2.0 begins to take shape?
First of all, it's an honor, obviously, from the get-go of LIV. The idea of being a captain is something that was intriguing, and, sitting with all of these guys, it's, like I said, it's just an honor and a privilege, and just excited to, kind of be on the forefront of leading our team. I've been able to form a, good relationship with Kokrak and GMAC over the last couple seasons, and then, with our 4th guy coming along, I get along with him decently well too, and so man, we're excited for we're excited for a new chapter. We're excited to move forward, and I call it the rule of 67. I have for a while. I probably should have said something differently after 6 and 7 the last couple months and years, but so the rule of 67 for me is simple. Go shoot 67 and everything takes care of itself. So winning solves all, and we go play good golf, and everything else will take care of itself.
All right. Always viral and on trend there. 6'7", Taylor Gooch. Bubba, I know you were dealing with an injury in the offseason. You just got back to playing golf last month. I saw you out in Las Vegas looking pretty sharp. How are you feeling physically, individually, headed into the year?
I feel good. When I cut out the cyst, it wasn't cancerous, so that was good. But it was attached to the bone, so the bone had a little indentation, so it's basically a bone bruise, so we had to just let it heal. So I set out for, 7 or 6 weeks, 8 or 9 weeks. And so we just had to let it heal. So going out to Vegas and playing, it was painful just because of the little bruise, the bone trying to heal. But yeah, it's good. I look forward to competing. Can't wait to get back out there. But yeah, so off season was good. I got a lot of rest, so it was nice, and I'm looking forward to getting back out there and challenging these boys.
And the Range Goats are bringing back the same team as last year. You really have adopted this team mentality. It means a lot to you. How are you feeling from a team perspective leading them into the 2026 season?
I feel good. I want guys that are energized and have fun, and I want to help them off the golf course. I'm not really worried about their golf. They're going to take care of that. But I want to be a part of their lives and help them. And we had a blast last year. We sucked, but we had a blast. So I figured, hey, we can't get any worse, so we need to try to do it better. So everybody's excited about that. I mean, try to move up the leaderboard a little bit,
All right. Well, looking forward to that for sure. Louis, you've been the captain of Stinger GC since the very beginning, and now a new era begins as the team rebrands to Southern Guards GC, and LIV Golf goes to South Africa this year, something that you've wanted from the very beginning, and it's going to come to fruition in just a few months. How excited are you for this new direction for the team, for the franchise, and to be putting South Africa on the map in the LIV Golf universe?
Yeah, it's a new chapter for us. We've felt like we've got our own identity now. We've built such a nice brand with Stinger GC, but this is the way forward for us as, get the South African spirit in there, get the Rhino in there, and we're very excited about what we can do going forward. And then, South Africa was obviously a massive thing for us to get the tournament, and we had some great help from LIV and from our sports minister to get it in the country, and I can tell you the fans are ready for it, and everyone is very excited.
Everyone is excited. All the captains, players, we're definitely have South Africa circled on the calendar and looking forward to that for sure. And Cam, you're someone, the captain of Ripper Golf Club, who knows about that home crowd and the atmosphere, the energy that comes in Adelaide every single year. And we head there in just a few weeks, which is pretty wild that is on deck on the horizon. Can you discuss a little bit about the importance of having a home event, something like that, where the whole country is really behind you and Ripper GC?
Yeah, I mean, it's unreal. That's such a cool week for us. The town of Adelaide as well really gets around the event. They come out and they root for us. I mean, you saw it in the playoff against Louis a couple of years ago. They were rooting for us to win, and it's cool to have a home crowd advantage like that. You don't get that very often, and I think for all of these guys, we have an event in the UK, an event in South Africa now. Hopefully, with years to come, we can get more home events. Even for the US guys like Bubba, I'm sure you want one. I think that's the way forward, and I can't wait for it to happen.
Well, Bubba's become the unofficial mayor of New Orleans, Louisiana, so he's ready for Louisiana for sure. Cam, last question before we open this up to the room and the media that's gathered here. There was obviously some significant news in the golf world over the last 24 or 48 hours. Do you want to share any of your thoughts on the situation?
I I mean, I really don't have any thoughts. I haven't had a lot of time to think about it, but I know I'm here to stay. I'm here to support LIV. I'm a captain of a great team and a great group of people. So I'm happy where I am. I'm proud of where I am. I think we're doing many great things, particularly in Australia, and I can't wait for this league to keep growing.
All right. Well, I doubt we have any questions then. But in case we do, we'll hand it off to you for all the media that's gathered here.
Thanks, Jason. Over to you, Ben.
Ian, it was obviously a really close run thing with you and Henrik for Survivor last year. I wondered sort of how difficult it was to sort of say goodbye to him from the team, and just added to that, is he going to have any involvement still as a former co-captain?
Yeah, I mean, firstly, it was very difficult. The last 5 holes of, that last event, looking at a leaderboard or not looking at a leaderboard and having to look at your phone to see what you had to do to stay out of relegation was tough. I mean, going into Sunday, it was potentially, Lee and I were in a tricky spot, and obviously Henrik was up the leaderboard. So unfortunately for him, it was difficult. I saw him a couple of nights ago at my birthday. He looked in good spirits. He looks to be doing well. I don't know what his plans are, obviously moving forward, how much involvement he's going to have with the team. But obviously, Lee and I are still firmly, captain, and very proud to push this team forward. So, I haven't sat and spoke to him exactly what he wants to do, but he's in good health. He's in great spirits, and we're pretty happy.
There's been a little bit of talk that there might be some more jeopardy on the league next season in terms of even more relegation spots. Is that something, as someone who was obviously on the lower end last season, is that something you'd support as well?
Yeah, look, 20% of the league, I think, are going to get relegated this year, and it's great for us. I think, the league have done an amazing job to structure things in the right way to put pressure on OWGR points. We've ticked pretty much every single box. I don't know what else there's going to be left. So I think we're all pretty happy with the way, the league have structured it, moving forward. There's going to be some pathways to come up. There's the extra, pathway for the guys last week to obviously three cards to come into the league, which is fantastic. And the international series is gaining strength, every single year. So I don't want to be in that relegation position come the end of August, and obviously, unfortunately, there will be a few guys, and I don't want to be one of them.
Great. Do we have any more questions? Dan?
Question for you, Taylor. With all the changes to the team, do you have any plans? What are you doing or thinking about in terms of rebuilding unity and fresh energy and kind of getting the team really excited to move forward under the new leadership and the new additions? Or is that more of a thing that takes time?
No, I mean, it's going to take time. Obviously, I have some big ideas and thoughts and plans, but obviously I have little plans as well. Like last night we had dinner and we popped a bottle of champagne to turn the chapter and move forward. So, fortunately, through my life, I've played team sports. We're invested in a few different sports leagues, and so I've been around a locker room in a lot of capacities. And so, like I said, fortunately, I've had a good relationship with everyone that's on the team for a long time now. And so it's pretty simple. We're going to have a good time together. We all want to compete. We all want to win, and we're going to do a few things to push this brand and this team and this franchise forward in a positive way. And I'm excited to be a part of that. Like I said, I've watched from afar all the captains kind of, put their fingerprint on the culture of their team and their franchise, and I'm excited to just be in a position to do that.
And one more for anyone or everyone. You guys pretty pumped for Anthony Kim this week?
Incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Great. Any more questions? I think we can go to Mike. Dan, if you could just...
So when the range goats switched, Bubba started bringing goats out to the tournaments, and I'm curious, Louis, we gonna see any rhinos out in the course?
Sure, you can go and catch them, and we'll get them out there. I don't think we're going to see any rhinos out there.
All right, I did have a little more of a serious question. So Taylor, you've won, if you count all your individual titles, team wins, championships, you've raised 13 trophies on LIV Golf, and that ties for the most in the league. Waco, you've raised 12. I'm just curious from the two of you, is there an art to celebrate with the champagne popping on the top of the podium?
I mean, I feel like Waco still wasn't old enough when he first popped champagne to even know what that was like. But like I said, you know, when we pop,
they're pretty quick though.
yeah, hey, especially when you're there as much as you've been. No, I mean, you know, like last night, like I said, we had a bottle of champagne. It's a bit, you know, of a symbolism for the rest of the year, hopefully. You know, listen, all of us up here, we want to get on the podium. We want to spray each other with champagne. And when you go an extended period of time of not doing that, it's not fun, you know. That's why we work so hard in the off season. And it sounds crazy, but it's like, you know, it might be watching it on F1 and seeing it, but like, I look forward to spraying my teammates with champagne more than I enjoy like raising the trophy. Like that's the celebration of it it's tough to beat. So I'm hoping to be spraying my dudes a lot this year.
Yeah, I think it's more of a moment, you know. I'm not a big drinker. I don't drink much. But, you know, it's pretty exciting to know that you're going to be able to spray a champagne in front of their face, you know. And we had a few experiences where Sebastian, a few years ago, he fell down out of the stadium like 2 times. So it was quite fun. He was fine, but yeah, you know, I think it's more of a cool moment, you know, to be able to share, you know, how much we work and how much we try to be in that position, you know, and it goes quick, you know, just like 1 minute of celebrating, and then we go back again and do the same thing and try to be in that moment again. So yeah, we try to enjoy that minute as much as we can.
And Cam, do you ever do any shoeies just at home, like you practice?
Absolutely not. That's a winning thing, and it's been a while, so I can't wait to do that more this year.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Last call. All right. Over to
Okay,
you, Jason.
great. Thank you, gentlemen. Good luck in the 2026 LIV Golf season. Looking forward to it. Thank you for being here.
Thanks.
Yes, all right. Yeah, one more time. Bubba Watson, Ian Poulter, Cam Smith, Joaquin Neiman, Louis Oosthuizen, Taylor Gooch, and Lee Westwood. Thank you all for coming, and that is a conclusion of our captain's press conference.